One of the big responsibilities at Christmas is choosing the Christmas tree. So making sure you've got a tree that lasts and looks great all Christmas is a big job. Here's some hints and tips how you can be successful in choosing the right tree. Tip number one is always buy your trees from a credible Christmas tree retailer. You don't want to go out and buy your tree from somebody who's selling them in the lay-by or even a car boot sale. Oh no, 2 weeks later you find the needles have come off and all your decorations are on the floor. Instead, go to a credible Christmas tree retailer and know that sustainable Christmas tree farms, when they finish cropping, replant out new trees and the cycle of growing continues. We've all done it. Got the Christmas tree back, put it in position, and it's so tall that the tip is bending over. Not very easy to fix the star and the fairy onto. Or we've chosen them too wide, so we cut off the net, it flops out, and ending up we're having to shift the sofa to one side. Getting your measurements right is really important. You can do this in a couple of ways. You can either use your arms to measure the height. Is it fingertips? Is it knuckles? Is it wrist? Or you can take a tape measure as well, measure the area out and take the tape measure with you when you go, especially when you're working out the width. A really good tip is just get hold of a bit of string. Run it to the ceiling, down to the ground, cut that off and put it in your pocket. Same for the width as well. So when you turn up to the retailer, you know you can choose the tree just right for the space you have available. Think of your Christmas tree like cut flowers. You buy cut flowers from the florists or the supermarkets, you bring them back and you just chop off the ends to expose fresh tissue so the plant can easily suck up the moisture from the vase. Now, it's the same with the Christmas tree. After it's been cut, it starts to heal at the base. If you take 5 centimetres off, you're exposing fresh new tissue that will suck up water. Therefore, you need to have a stand that can hold a reservoir of water. And that way your tree will continue to drink whilst it's inside. And if it's drinking, it's keeping hydrated and keeping the needles on for longer and making the tree look a lot fresher. You can in fact add some food, not fertiliser, because plant fertiliser is designed for roots to take up. Just put in some sugar. You can either mix in a little bit of sugar into the water or some flat lemonade, so it's taking up moisture and food and continues to look great. All trees come into Christmas tree retailers at the last week in November. And you may think to yourself, hold on, I'll wait till a week before Christmas and I get something even fresher. Well, no, because it's the same trees a week before Christmas as in the end of November that you're choosing from. So the secret is just to go in last week in November or first week in December and choose your Christmas tree. You get the best choice because the garden centres and the other retailers are all full of trees. And when you've chosen a tree, just get it back to your own house. Cut open the net so the tree starts to open up again, and then put it into your container with sugar water after you've cut that 5 centimetres off, and leave it outside till you're ready to bring it in. That way your tree has been drinking up water before you take it into the home. It's been left out and open and will look considerably fresher. One of the big trends for Christmas trees is pot-grown trees. So that's trees that have their own roots, unlike these cut trees that are just cut from the stump. I mean, both of them make really good Christmas trees. Generally speaking, if you need a bigger tree, you're better off with a cut tree. But if you're quite happy with a smaller tree, then pot-grown trees are really good. So providing it's been looked after well inside the home, there's a very good chance this tree can survive and grow in your garden after Christmas. I put some gravel at the bottom of the container. This means there's a bit of water reservoir at the bottom, if you water just to drain through, so the tree isn't actually sitting in water. A really good tip is not to take your tree inside too early and not leave your tree inside your house too late, really. So bring your tree in just when you're ready for Christmas and then take it out when Christmas has finished. And of course, position your tree away from heat sources like radiators or open fires. Decorate your tree, enjoy your tree, and then of course, when Christmas is over, take it outside and get ready to plant it. Of course, the final thing to look at when you are choosing your Christmas tree is what variety are you going to have? Because there are many different types available and there'll be one just right for your own home and family. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more great content like this. And remember to switch on the notifications to be notified of my latest videos, and check out also my newsletter. It's completely free, giving loads of great ideas and hints and tips on plants, growing your own, and wildlife and garden design too.